Hi everyone, my name is Johanna Edepil and I'm here today with Jörgen Remelg, the CEO of XMReality.
Good morning everyone and good morning Johanna.
Morning. And we are here to highlight some of the results from the recently released Q3 report for 2022. And Jörgen, if we start with the financial side, obviously this was not a strong quarter, but was it below your expectations?
Well, in terms of order intake, yes. Net sales cash flow is mainly a result of previous quarters and the invoicing that's made there, right? However, on the order intake, we signed a very big deal at the end of quarter with ABB, right? And also had quite some traction early the following quarter, i.e. quarter 4. So in that respect, okay, if we had them moved a bit earlier, I think it would have looked better, right? On the positive side, we have a small increase in the annual recurring revenues, up 2% from declining a couple of quarters now. So at least I do think that is a positive sign for us.
And are we losing deals or is it just a stalemate at the moment?
I would say the global financial situation affects us some, especially the new customers. Maybe they hold off a little bit on the procurement, so being delaying order intake. On the existing customers, I think we have an easier story and argumentation in the way that you can save money with the product. So implementation is actually helping the existing customer base to offset some of that potential drop in top line they do have. But no, we are not losing procurements, but rather I would say seeing less of them at the moment. And
if we just stick with some of the financial results here, for the first time ever, we have actually communicated a future financial goal. And in the report, we state that by 2025, we expect to reach an ARR of 75 million Swedish krona, and with that also an EBITDA of 15%. So how do we get from the situation today to that result in 2025?
Yeah, you're right. I mean, we have to exit the startup mode sometime, right?
Yes.
Okay, so how to get from here to there? Well, I would say 4 vehicles or 4 pillars. First of all, we have the product in place now. It's much more competitive. It has a larger accessible market in its nature. Still, we have market projections from institutes and organizations coming out, projecting that our market space is growing with roughly 50% per year the coming 5 years. We have USA in place, right, the US team in place, and that very large market that we now have presence on. And of course, we have the fantastic customer roster with those 125 enterprise customers, and in there's some significant and very large global customers that we will now focus to do upsell with.
And speaking of that upsell, like you mentioned, we already communicated one of the upsell to ABB, where they will expand also in their US operations. We have the doubling of licenses at Saab, and also a 5-year framework agreement with one of our largest industrial customers as well. So do you think it's at the moment easier for us to upsell rather than generate new sales?
I mean, first of all, the deals you just mentioned, Johanna, is a clear sign that yes, we can upsell on the existing customer base, and yes, the new product is really appreciated. Coming back to the question, yes, short term, I do think it's going to be easier for us to upsell within the existing customer base, as the argumentation actually doing a short-term saving on additional licenses is more obvious than maybe going after new customers. But it's going to be a combination, but for sure also the new product will make it easier for us to target the existing customer base.
And like we mentioned, the new product really positions us differently in the market, having a much larger accessible market. And what has been some of the customer feedback we've received?
Well, we have received feedback from multiple customers, both in the US and in Europe, and I remember the word stellar. I like the word stellar. I think it's a nice customer feedback.
Definitely. And if we look at our competitors, this new functionality within the product, how does that position us in the market?
Well, to my knowledge, no one else has it, so I think we are unique here. And the ability for the customer now to be able to implement their own step-by-step procedures in the product and move their SOPs, their standard operation procedures, from the company and use it with this product is really going to help the usage and also going to create some significant additional value, I believe. So I think we stand out now, and we have good ideas looking forward. So here I think we have positioned us well.
And also returning to one of the 4 points you mentioned was also, of course, our efforts in the US, where we've done a lot of the investments so far. But how is the team progressing at the moment? Do you feel that positive movement?
Yes, I do. I think we have a strong team, capable, intelligent, or very intelligent persons. We have 5 persons in one capacity or the other working for us in the US now. So we can autonomously sign deals, attend trade shows, do new sales, do upsells. We have transferred most of our existing US customers to that US team, so they handle those customers on a daily basis as well. So I think we have taken quite some steps during the year, and I really see that now being almost fully autonomous operations over there.
And we do expect the US to play an important role in that result for 2025.
Right. It's a big market. I mean, sometimes we compare the US customers and the European customers, and when you talk about a small US customer, sometimes you look at the numbers and realize, oh, this might be a mid-size or even a big European customer. So it's a big country, big corporations, and with great potential here.
And with that said, I think we'll wrap up this session. And thank you for watching this time, and we'll return with the next quarterly result.
Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Hanna, and goodbye.
Bye.